Uncle me doodle doodle dandy doodle. Shit. Welcome back to the shit show that is my life. All my YouTube friends and family out there. My compadres from the islands of Misfit Toys. Let's get this stupid thing filtered and take a breath, man. Take a breath. I want to say running a little bit behind, but it's, you know, ideally when I'm in my right mind, I believe I'm exactly where I need to be. Exactly what I need to be there. It just doesn't feel like that today, and that's all right. I need this reminder. So I'm going to jump on here and say hi to you guys. Hopefully have a nice little conversation. Move forward and find some semblance of peace through this anxious bullshit I'm feeling. But, you know, if I don't put it out there, I'm going to keep reminding myself to take my own advice. James, what's up, brother? Almost feeling like putting my head through a wall today, bro. That's where I'm at. But I'm here, right? I'm here doing the thing, having a cup of coffee. The theme is hitting the pause button today, man. Taking a moment. And that's what I'm going to do. I find myself revving up. It was hard to get up. It was hard to get moving today. Fucking crazy anxiety last night for absolutely no damn reason. Because that's anxiety, you know, beyond... I got to keep reminding myself of that. And you get these bouts, man, and... if you get the bouts of anxiety and you understand that shit, okay. At a certain point, you got to stop trying to figure out where it comes from and just push forward and realize that you're fucking nuts or something. I don't know. Tommy, it's good to see you. Lady J, it's amazing to see you. Lady J, it's been way too long. You guys don't forget to double tap that screen. Hey, Scotty, how's the snow in New York? It's not so bad here in central New York. Bam. It's snowing a little bit, you can't really tell. But in New York City, I guess it's pretty fucking crazy. Thank you, James. Thank you. And that's what I got to remind myself, man, is that, you know, I'm not in this alone. I say all this shit when I'm in my right mind. I find this motivation to push forward and shine light into this world when I'm feeling well. And, like, I lose track of that medicine so damn quick when I'm feeling stressed out and overwhelmed. I need to remind myself that medicine and be connected. You sweet, beautiful man. You're an amazing and caring human being, Lady J, and it's so good to see you today. I appreciate you being here. We're hitting the pause button. We're hitting the pause button. Who wants to make a snowman with me? I'm down, Lady J. I don't think we're anywhere near each other. I'm gonna make a snowman with you. Maybe a good way to hit the pause button. Right? Well, I'm going to feed myself and we're going to have a good conversation. Any advice that you may have to wind down the anxiousness would be very much appreciated this morning. Like I said, I don't know. The only thing I could think was to take a minute and to pause a little bit and to reflect on the good things that I have and to give thanks for the earth beneath my feet, the air in my lungs. You guys are here with me. We're in this shit show together. I host, hey, KO007. Shit, man. Let's eat, let's relax, let's reflect on how we find our way out of the struggle. Double tap that screen. It'd be very much appreciated. Show your love and support. You understand the struggle. Because I just feel like fucking squeezed in the world right now. And put my head to a wall. It's hard to explain, right? When you're feeling anxious and fucking nuts. But, whatever, right? Where are you from, sir? Kirkville, New York, at the moment. Spent most of my youthful years on the Onondaga Nation here, just south of Syracuse, New York, with some great human beings that showed me what family was. And I appreciate that reminder, 007. It's most of what I try to do here is spread Hawanase's wisdom, you know. And I really need that reminder today. It's been a stressful one. But where are you from there, 007? Haven, 9863. Welcome in and hello back to you. Going to hobby store to buy some kites. Been wanting one for a while. It's funny, I got one sitting in my closet, James, that's like It's like one of those big 3-dimensional kites. I got it at a garage sale in Florida years ago. I've brought it on a few different trips and never floated, never put it together. Oh, well, thank you, Knight. Starboy Knight. Starboy the Knight. Thank you. You know, it's another beautiful reminder to say the thing, do the thing. I love you too, brother. I appreciate you being here. Very nice. I'm from... I gotta get these glasses on. Not only am I dyslexic and half illiterate, I am blind as a damn bat, it seems like lately. Where is the... There they are. Let's make sure we get their blah blue zop doodles at Dandy Day. Where are you from there? Pakistan. Pakistan sounds familiar. We just had a message detracted. That sucks. Thank you for the heart, Starboy, and the symbols. Very nice. I'm from Pakistan. Well, welcome in there, 007. I appreciate having you. You decide to subscribe, become a member of the Turtle Herd. Open, honest communication, good, bad, or indifferent, and that's what I'm doing. That's what we're here for. That's how we honor the ones we've loved on their journey. That's how we. So when I'm in my right mind, I tell you, you'll find a sense of peace. In this moment, I'm not necessarily in my right mind. It's taking a little extra push. Not very nice. Oh, you deleted some... Yeah, I don't need to deal with that shit today, James. Thanks. Whoever's out there not dropping not very nice messages, you know, I know it feels good if you're out there and you're in pain to hand the boulder of pain. And believe me, that sounds appealing, right? I want to go out and be an asshole to someone when I'm stressed out and anxious and, you know, and for a moment it'll feel better. But I've found that by doing this and being open and... you know, finding this place and these caring human beings, it's you caring human beings out there, that it's much more healing to set the boulder of pain down at my feet than it is to try to hand it to my brothers and sisters, despite that immediate gratification that comes from handing the boulder of pain. So I don't know the Prime Minister there, brother. I am yeah. Something going on with him, or are you claiming to be? I keep reminding myself, slow down, man. I'm trying to slow down. Like the theme of the day is hitting the pause button when needed. Or I'm over here still running a million miles a minute. There's a lot going on, man. A lot going on in the world, a lot going on in my head. I'm sure there's a lot going on with all of us. New car, new glasses, new day. Damn straight, brother. Damn straight. We got the Kia Forte. Thank you for that blessed reminder. This vehicle that was put into our hands despite, you know, what I may or may not deserve. Creator has blessed me with a good friend who's financing this vehicle to me, and I appreciate the reminder. You're a YouTuber too, 007. Do me a favor, comment on one of my shorts or one of my, you know, or Coffee Talk, my featured long form, and I'll check out your channel. We'll see what's going on, brother, sister, mother, aunt, uncle, whatever we got going on. I enjoy checking out fellow YouTubers. You know, I don't really claim to be anything special more than just a guy who found a sense of peace for a moment making some shorts, and you know, a manic ball of insanity at sometimes. Yeah, I appreciate you, 007. Please do, man. Check your channel out, and you know, I'll subscribe if it's you know, I'm sure that it's, if you stuck around this long, you probably got some cool stuff going on. You know, as long as you're not promoting any hate or not completely against what we stand for here, then I will subscribe to your channel. Winter is different times. I'm not sure what you mean, Lady J. Please elaborate. Please. Maybe a quote. It's been a while. rolling the dice today, nor have we in a while, but an inspirational quote calling us to slow down and take it one step at a time might be helpful. I feel like I got a million things to do, and on top of this flip-flop of emotions, my mind likes to whatever. Difficult times. Yeah, winter is difficult times. Need sunshine. I do need some sunshine, Lady J. And part of, I think, what the stress is and this anxiousness, I know, is like I'm making these serious threats about leaving for over a month, and it's been a real dark, dismal place. I've just started the last few days pulling myself out of that, communicating with you guys again, you know, working on it through being connected. And I spent some time with my nephew yesterday, my sister the day before that. I've been getting out and doing a little bit more Spark or door dashing. You know, there's a lot of things to do. I gotta get the oil changed. I gotta get this car set for a nice long travel, because that's the you know, the threats I've been making is to drive to California. You know, 'cause for no other reason that I've been saying I'm gonna get out that way for a long time. You know. Dude, me neither. Maybe it's my age getting caught up with me either, but this, I'm not a huge fan. All this snow and white and gray. It's fun for a minute. The novelty wears off relatively quick. I believe seasonal depression has something to do with how our mind kind of goes into hibernation mode, and I don't have the ability to slow down. It's part of the lesson today too when it comes to pausing, right? I'm out of there. Yeah, me too, brother. I got to get the fuck out of here. I think the one thing after I get off here is calling and getting an oil change. I don't need to worry. I've been distracting myself a bit. I'm going to get myself moving with the distraction of Spark Drive or door dashing, because it's something I can do that's mindless and without expectation, and I'm doing something, right? But if I keep just doing that, I'm never going to take the leap and get out of here. Before you know it, it'll be summertime, and you know, I'll be painting houses, and I'll wish I would have left, just like I wish I would have left a month ago now. You know, the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, they add up, and before you know it, you've missed out. Maybe that's a part of it. I feel like the crunch. I'm not good with being on a time frame. You know, I spent too many years living on Indian time. Doing what I want when I want, and without any deadline. But I'm not an Indian, right? Sucking white guy. I gotta figure out a way to live on real time. I love you too, Jaslyn. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. I went up to see my niece, you know. That's what I need too. That's what we need when we're feeling this way, you know, is pause, slow down, and reflect on the good things I am doing. Despite all these things I feel like are piling up, despite the nonsensical anxiety that might consume me at times, especially before I take the leap of doing something different, new. Lose track of all the positive things I have been doing lately. There have been a lot recently that I've been doing, and that's whatever, you know. So Blue me bro 007, he come back, told his dad there was a bunch of, I don't know what we're talking about, James. I have a funny story. My grandson went to Key West in Florida. They have chickens everywhere. Oh yeah, there is chickens everywhere. That is absolutely hilarious. I probably should have read the first comment, right? No, there are chickens absolutely everywhere in Key West. If you have the gusto and a pocket knife, you might be able to live for free down there. There's a little grill on the beach. I mean, they're everywhere, bro. Funny story. Thank you for the laugh, James. Jaslyn, thank you for having me the other night. It does sound funny as hell. Put it in that context. There's pressure I put on myself to be this thing I need to drop too, right? I have part of the pressure is like taking this trip and trying to get back into this, and you know, I haven't been making shorts in a long time, and it's something that when I wasn't putting the pressure on myself was amazing, and I had a blast doing it. And somehow it's become work, and it's become this thing that like adds another layer of pressure. What would I tell you to do? I tell you to set it down. Stop letting it pile up. I tell you to pause and take a minute. And you know, despite the way you physically might feel, take a deep breath and realize that in this moment, it's not going to all come crumbling down. You got some time. Despite the last couple months of me not really, you know, chipping away at this wall of things to do, right? And then now making this decision to run because slow down. It's okay. Give yourself credit. Give myself credit for the little things I'm doing. I'm glad I came up too. It sucks that I left my heating bag up there. You guys getting a lot of snow up there, Sweet Pea? Yeah, thank you, Lady J, for seeing me struggle and recognizing that yes, part of what I'm trying to do, and that helps me is to help others, right? If that's what this channel's developed into, right? Beyond just a place to kind of show the travels, and you know, it's become this idea of being a mental health advocate when I'm in my right mind. Like that's beautiful because it's what I need. You know, I need the reminder. And I'm trying to help others to see that light, you know, so that we can hold on together. And I really need to get out of here, man. I need to get moving. This cold, this stagnant life, you know. I think it's part of what's overwhelming me, and taking trips have always kind of helped subside that. So I'm adamant about it. It just adds a whole bunch more, you know, oil change and money and getting things together. Do I rip out the back seat and, you know, Raccoon. It's good to see you, Glass. It's really good to see you, buddy. Reflecting on taking a pause at the moment, brother. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the compassion. Thank you so much. I'm taking a moment reaching out today because I'm struggling. And fucking anxiety is a crazy pain in the ass that makes no sense, man. And then we ask ourselves why. We try to figure it out, and a million things pop in our heads, and it just gets worse. You know, I think if there was a true reason why, it would be stress and it'd be manageable. I truly believe that anxiety is like outside of our control, but it pulls all these things in, like this is the reason, and then we freak out about it and freeze up, and it's like, no, the reason is that you have some chemical imbalance or some trauma that's causing you to fucking be paralyzed in this thing that makes no sense. And thank you, so Lady J, or Sally, and that's why I'm headed down to see you guys first. You know, that's why I'm, you know. And I'm glad it can be what it is. I'm glad that, you know, I mean, this channel isn't what it started off as, what is nothing is, right? I mean, I had this grand idea of like showing the adventure and living free, and it allowed me to put the work in to, like, they gave me this passionate, invigorating sense of something for a while that really allowed me to stay on the right side of things and in my right mind, quote unquote, for a while. I don't know. Thank you, Sally. I appreciate you very much. Ali, it's good to see you. I got you, my friend. Thank you, Raccoon. I appreciate that very much. Scott, as you read this, you feel your body calm down, and you start to feel loved and that you have loads of people here to support you. Thank you, Ellie. That means a lot. I really appreciate that. I think there is a small knit community that we've developed here that really does care. And I needed that reminder. I needed to stop listening to that whisper that it doesn't matter, and I needed to just get on here and just say the thing, right? And it's just so ingrained in me to take care of others, and that's where I've found my sense of peace throughout the years. That's the only way I know how to take care of myself, right, is to do it for you for a moment. And then remind myself that it's for me as well. What has me bothered today, Raccoon? It's just anxiousness in general, right? It's the lack of motivation of where I've been, the lack of the ability to recognize the positive things I bring into this world. It's for some reason laying down last night and every nerve in my body standing straight on end and not being able to sleep as my heart races. You know, it's sitting there this morning, doom scrolling, putting off doing every little thing that feels like it weighs 1,000,000 pounds, which, you know, it's funny because when I'm not feeling anxious and whatever brings me to that point, I'm able all these little things, right? Go get the oil changed in the car. That's no big deal. Take the back seat out. It's 2 bolts. Put the foam mattress into the trunk. You know, work on some blockers for the windows, and then we'll be prepared for the trip, right? I can get down to Sally's, hang out for a couple days with my family, these people that love me, and then you know, and then I can go to California and take the leap. Is it going to be 100% comfortable? No, right? Nothing is. You know, all the things that are comfortable keep us in the same spot, right? The ship isn't rocking. That's part of it too, right? Getting prepared for the ship to rock, trying to get myself the motivation to do so, trying to recognize and understand my mind and how it works, and trying to gain the gusto and the ability to express myself so I can find a sense of peace, you know. So eat, right? So I got up and get a cup of coffee and express myself. I'm going to call Walmart once I get off the phone with you guys, or get off here with you guys. I'm going to see if I can't set an appointment for today to get an oil change, right? One small step at a time, all right? And I got to get my clothes together at the house. I got to get the car situated and set. You know, and I'm getting ready right now. We're getting ready together. So I'm starting to think about what I'm going to need, right? I'm going to need to do something. I think I'm going to get like a piece of plywood about the size of the passenger seat here. And I'll put a little 2x4 there to make it flat so that I can have a flat surface to cook on, so we can get back to when we're traveling making our coffee. So if we end up in a rest area in the middle of nowhere, I can just wake up, do the lives, and then make some coffee like we've done on our travels in the past. I'd like to kind of mimic some of the stuff that we've done while we've traveled in the past. And it's a lot, and it's not, right? Yeah, and as me and Rob had talked about in the past, you know, anxiety is a crazy thing. It's like not the thing. It's not the thing, right? It's not the thing that your brain is beating the shit out of. That thing might be something that's a little stressful, but like your nervous system and your mind makes it so much bigger, you know. And I'm not trying to say that, you know, to diminish what's going on with you or with me, because it you know, when it feels like 1,000,000 pounds, it's 1,000,000 pounds, right? And we got to figure out a way to start working on it, right? We got to figure out a way to, and I have been. I'm going to give myself that credit. And I implore you to do the same out there in YouTube land if you're struggling. I implore you to express yourself here and help us, help you, help me to get moving forward, doing the next right thing. Yeah. So what has you bothered, brother Raccoon? I love your face. Thank you, man, for being concerned. You're doing it. Thank you, James, for acknowledging that. We're sick. We're all sick here now. Do you deep snow breathing technique? You're right. If you guys are sick, maybe I'll just bypass the stop. I'll call Rob. We got to play it by ear, right? This is a tentative thing. If you guys are all sick, maybe I could bypass the stop and hit you guys on the way back, because I plan on being back here by April is the game plan. But maybe I should just go to California first, right? I don't know. We'll figure it out together. I'll call you guys. Thanks, Lady Air Songbird. I appreciate you, Sally. I like the glasses too. I think they're working well. Feel you in every way. Well, that means a lot there, Raccoon. Ellie, Scott, you the other day, you were the one who kept me here. That means a lot to hear that, Ellie, because you guys are the ones that, you know, we need that sometimes, and that's okay, right? And it means a lot for you to say that, Ellie. It means a lot to hear that from you. That I'm making a difference, that it might not be this huge thing that changes everything all at once, but if I can help one person that struggles as I struggle, right, to find a way to take the leap and hold on, to do the courageous thing and to hold on, and to give it one more minute, then I'm doing something positive. I'm living up to my father's legacy. These great men that came before me, my grandfather and my father figure Al and my stepfather, the legacy of kindness, respect, and appreciation that they've ingrained in me. You know, and I appreciate that reminder deeply, Ali. You're an amazing human being. I appreciate you being part of the turtle herd, and you know, always commenting and expressing yourself is an amazing thing. Thank you for the hearts. It really means a lot. We are one and the same. Well, I'm glad to have you around, Mental Raccoon. It means a lot to have you here. So you just have a lot going on, a lot to do, and a lot to think about. I know it is a critical chemical imbalance, and it does paralyze you. All good, my friend. Talk it out with us. Thank you, Mental Raccoon. That means a lot. The acknowledgement, right? The acknowledgement means a lot. I appreciate you being here. You just overwhelmed one thing at a time. Thank you, Lady Jared. Sally, I keep calling you Lady J. Thank you, Sally, for being you and for backing me up. Boogie 8, good morning. We can get a shout out for my father. Bronco Warrior, rest in peace from Dan and Colorado. Rest in peace, Bronco Warrior there, Boogie 8. May his journey to the fertile hunting grounds be smooth and without hesitation. May your loved ones find a sense of peace and realization in what the lessons of this world had given them, so they may have a peaceful way to transition to the fertile hunting grounds. There, Boogie. Mentally, yes, bird. It's a lot. It's not exactly. Thank you. Feel like your brain is soaking in acid. Damn straight. I feel like every nerve in my body is standing on end, and I'm tearing myself to pieces. This is how you work it. Thank you for the reminder. Give yourself credit. I'm doing my best. Lay back down. Love you, and yes, it is overwhelming. One thing at a time, period. Damn straight. This right now. I'm going to get caught up on the comments. You guys stick around for a while. I'm going to read every single one. I'm adamant about making sure that you guys are heard, especially since you're listening to me. You can't lay back down. That shit ain't happening. Because I'll end up just doom scrolling or panicking. I got to get moving. But you're right. One thing at a time, period, right? I'm going to worry about the trip and worry about California and worry about whatever. Worry about not leaving before. Worry about if I'm going to be making shorts or if I'm going to fall short of the expectations that I've set up here like I seem to always do. I'm going to have this conversation with you guys, and then I'm going to call Walmart and try to get an oil change. If not, I'll get an oil change along the way. Walmart's everywhere, man. We're about that time, and it ain't going to destroy this vehicle to go a little bit over, but sometime today I'll call Rob and Sally, and we'll get a good feel for how they're doing and how they're feeling, and the tentative game plan to go in there first might be better to go there afterwards on my way back from the West Coast. You know, I know that once I take that leap, that you know, there's a sense of freedom in the free fall. There's a sense of freedom in being on your way to get there. I just got to get over the overthinking of what I'm going to do and how's it going to be and every little thing that tends to happen with my racing thoughts at times before we take that leap. So you need to call for an oil change. Let's do that first. When you want to do it. I'm trying to do it this afternoon. I figured I'd call Walmart here in Cicero and try to set an appointment sometimes they'll be like, hey, we can get you in an hour, or come down right now. I think the last time they just told me to come down right now when I called. So I'm gonna call Walmart, because that's where I'm used to going, and I'm gonna hopefully they can get me in for an oil change. That's the game plan there, Mental Raccoon. So funny, because I was just an oil change for 3 weeks. Ellie, thank you so much. I clean again and I'm changed. It's good to hear that, Ellie. Scott, you don't know how much you do for us, even just being live. Thank you for that reminder, Ellie. I need that. I'm going to try to eat something and take care of yourself. I'm eating something right now, and I am taking care of myself, and you guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Whoosah, right? Have you ever been to Roswell, New Mexico? They don't like talking about aliens in a weird way. I would love to go to Roswell, New Mexico. Maybe I'll hit that on the way there, right? This weird alien thing we got going on. There's some places I want to hit, man. That's why I go to California and at least drive through Slab City. Stop in Vegas, Go to Los Angeles. I heard that the DoorDash money is really good out that way, I need to figure out a way to get back to that place where I'm flowing with the river of life, like when this started, like that first trip where there was no expectations, where I just ended up in Key West, or the last few trips where I ended up, finding a brother and finding a family with Sally, and being able to be there for my niece and my brother. It's funny how serendipitous and how perfect everything works out when I let the river flow. It's just, I get so anxious and so full of fear that I don't let the river flow, and I don't know how to find my way back there. They don't like talking about aliens in a weird way. Seriously, I did. Well, Roswell should be on the agenda, and I always thought it'd be cool to travel Route 69 or 66. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, right? Hitting the pause button, taking a moment to express myself, and be thankful. I got someone to watch Bun Bun. I asked. I did that thing already. Checked it off the list. Leave some money at the house and make a phone call, and Bun Bun's set. So that is something I took care of. And all these other things, putting it out there and speaking with you guys about it, they're getting smaller, right? It don't seem so paralyzing. It's funny how these small things can paralyze me, and probably you as well if you understand what I'm talking about. These making me wish I could be like a mentally normal person, quote unquote, who doesn't just, whatever. We'll stress together. Damn straight, Raccoon. Please just try to get back to calm and baseline first, then we can stress about more stuff. Thank you, Raccoon. We are, right? Slow and steady. Let's get back to that baseline, hitting the pause button. I'm feeling a lot better. And I'm glad I decided to take the leap, because this too was a leap. There's 1,000 reasons not to get on here and chat with you guys today. There's 1,000 reasons to just stay there and doom scroll in bed, right? So much easier to be distracted all day long, as I have been the last couple months, but that's gotten me nowhere. These last few days, almost a week now, I've really been pushing hard, and I'm going to give myself the credit that and I implore you to do the same. Even if all you're doing different from yesterday is getting a glass of water, that's where it starts. If you're starting to, I'm starting to formulate a game plan and put that game plan into action through open, honest communication. But stress together, 1,000%. It's all good. Thank you, Mental Raccoon. Thank you for everybody out there in YouTube land. This YouTube family that we've developed. Sally especially, Jaslyn, my niece. any new friends we might have out there that understand the struggle. You know, I really think that there should be more avenues for people that struggle with their mental health to come together as a group, and that's what I strive here, is mostly what this channel has become about, right? So I also want to be a shimmering light and do the thing that I, you know, and do the fun stuff, right? Get back on the ball and do some of this cool stuff we've expressed in the shorts. You know, maybe turn this nice car into a semblance of the old Galactic Avenger. Don't deal with the little things alone. Thank you, Glass. You're right. Don't deal with anything alone. You know, that's advice that I can give to you freely that's so hard for me to really grasp. It's, you know, you should get, you know, should ask for help. You don't have to do it alone, right? But me, I couldn't burden or bother you, right? Like, that's absolutely insane. But yeah. Yeah. Hit that pause button. Old headliner art. I think I'm going to take that. That's part of what I got to get together to come with us. That old headliner, maybe we'll like clip it up in the window. The days we rolled dice, we could keep putting names on it. Lady J, Sally, are you still there? You can just comment real quick. And there is something big that's come up that I'd like you guys to know that I don't want to repeat a million times. That I'm sure you guys would like to hear. Or at least not like to hear, but should hear because you care about the person that's... Pick one and get it done. You're right. And I think that's the oil change, right? That's the oil change. We're going to get that done today. Just you and James, I think. Well, I was just wondering, you know, it's weird, this scenario we're in with MD. You know, and this information. I know that I'm not the only one that really cared for as a friend in this community, and I want to make sure that the people that did care, you know, do care for it. I know Sally does have a fond appreciation for MD, and so did Lady J, that they could send their respects. And it's all good, man. That's all that matters, right? We don't need, it's all about quantity over quality, right? Those days where I can be this inspirational, motivational speaker, the numbers will come in, right? And we can shine light and love into people's hearts in a more defined way. That's not what today's about. Today's selfish. It's about me. It's about taking care of myself. It's about me taking care of myself. Thank you, man. I'm glad I can make you feel better. You're shining a light for me. Seeing others struggle over getting an oil change. Yeah. Well, yeah, I appreciate that, man. We're in this shit show together, brother. James, I don't know how the hell we never connected on Discord. I got to get back on there. It's on the other phone. Like... It's so crazy that these little things, it's like that, dude. Like, you know, it's just one more little thing I don't do. Like, I gotta download the thing, and I try to download it, and I can't log in as me because it's a new phone and all this shit, and I just, like, stress out. So I just haven't messed with it. Well, hopefully we can get back on there. I'll get back on Discord. Really, I'd really like to hear your voice, man. It's been too long. I mean, we've known each other for how long now? You've been there. You're an OG of OGs, bro. Can only do so much. You're right. Maybe we got to hit the pause button for a couple more days. But I'm heading out. But I really want to get moving. I really want to find myself somewhere warm. I want to find myself somewhere. But I also am feeling anxious and fearful of being anxious and fearful as we try. It's crazy. It's crazy. But it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. We're in this shit show together, right? Thank you so much, Raccoon. It means a lot. And, brother. Take a few minutes. Just pause. Hit that pause button. Find a way to decompress without having to fill the air, right? The music will stop. Start to pile up again if I allow it. And get the bass line. Yes, perfect. You're right. 78, Noah. Finally, not someone going to about God. The answer is within, right? No matter what your connection with the God of your understanding is, I believe that fully, right? Even though sometimes I cause it to go out of control, I take responsibility for that as well. But the answer is within. If part of that answer is a God of your understanding, I back you up with that. But all that higher power can do is open the doors, right? We have to find the strength to walk through it. We have to find the strength to set down the boulder of pain so that we can move forward. And I feel blessed in this moment to be able to have a community such as you guys to chat with, to help me find my way out of that anxiety and stress. And that's okay. Noah, how are you doing today, Noah? Do you understand anxiety, stress, grief, mental health? Do you strive to push forward and stay that person that seems to be fleeting at times? Right? This traveling Scott, this free, loving, caring, compassionate, and funny human being that has no cares, right? Have you ever found yourself in that place where you're flowing freely in the river of life with complete and utter disregard for that painful, heavy emotional state we find ourselves in? You strive to find your way back. Well, that's what we do. That's what I'm doing in this moment, striving to find my way back to that place through open, honest communication, through taking my own advice, through reflecting on Hawanase's wisdom to do the next right thing, to hit that pause button so I can figure out what that is so that I don't do this in my own head. One of the greatest pieces of advice looking back that Hawanase ever said was to don't go up. Wait, what was it? Your mind is a dangerous neighborhood. Don't go alone. That's it. That's all I'm doing here. And if I can implore one person out there to not go alone, There for Forever 21, forever for Freedom 420. It's better to be free than a yarn go back. Than to yearn to go back. You're right, brother. 100% moving forward. I get tangled up with the past. It has a way to, emphasize this anxiety and stress and make everything feel overwhelming. This retrospect that glorifies everything that was and makes everything that is and could be seem pale in comparison when it's everything but. You just got to take some time and minimize these feelings through open, honest communication. I believe that fully. And thank you so much, 420. Freedom 420. Very much appreciated. I hope you decide to subscribe, become a member of the Turtle Herd, man. I hope you decide to double tap that screen knowing your thumbs won't fall off. And I hope you keep communicating with us here because it helps a lot. Keep communicating with the Turtle Herd. Keep communicating with me. Help me find a way back to that place of peace and acceptance. I like turtles. Yeah, that was I believe that was an MD thing too, or maybe it was a crank thing. The Turtle Herd, right? My father, how Anase used to always say when he left the room, we're off like a herd of turtles, right? And we've adopted that slogan here under the understanding that, slow and steady, we weather the burden together as the Turtle Herd, right? Because when I fully embody that concept, it becomes a lot easier to move forward. When I allow people into my heart and into my life, and I express myself fully, working on growing this community of love and respect, things start to move towards that possible place and away from the overwhelming, consuming, lost place that I was slipping into once again this morning. But I called it and I caught it and I got up and I stopped doom scrolling and I got out and got myself a cup of coffee. And I'm going to give myself credit for that because it might not seem like much from the outside, but anybody who understands anxiety and how quickly we can get stuck in the weight of the world can understand that that's a huge win. And then deciding to be on here with you guys is another big win. So I'm going to start celebrating the big win, the small, huge wins that are going to bring us back to a place of compassion and love for myself, that are going to help me to do these little things that'll get me to get moving and get on my way without thinking about what I should have, could have, or would have done. JDJ, it's good to talk. There's almost 8 million of us, yet we often feel alone. Without a doubt, Lady J, that sense of singularity, that whisper, that whispering thought that's a consuming roar in my mind, is based around that idea that I'm alone, that I'll never be connected, that I'm not worth anything, that I panic about everything I've said, everything I've done. I lay there and cringe at night about these conversations, even like. No matter how helpful they are, that darkness convinces me that but maybe that's it. Because I'm spreading positive medicine into this world, that darkness wants to convince me that, convince you, convince us that that darkness isn't worth spreading, or that we're an idiot for doing so, or that we're worthless, and who would listen to me and who would believe me, and why does it matter? Power on, Scott. You are loved, you are appreciated, you are beautiful, and thank you. And Lady J, I don't know if you popped out for a while, but since you're here, we got some bad news about MD. I know she's a powerful part of this community, but it seems like she's passed. I got to respond to her sister who texted me through a message and through Discord. But I only say that because I want to send as much love to her on her journey as possible because of the amazing light she brought into this community. This amazing human being who understood the struggle and strived to grow the Turtle Herd so that we could alleviate that pain together. So we could set down the boulder of pain and stop handing it in circles the way that we've been taught, the way that darkness and that whisper wants us to, right? Pain begots pain, and the more times we hand pain to somebody else, the more pain they're handing forward, and it's this cycle of anguish that that just adds into this consuming darkness that destroys us. And MD was a shining light in this world that was a true testimony to love and compassion, right? Her philosophy of let's fucking go, right? Her big thing, let's fucking go, right? Let's get moving. Let's be positive and loving and compassionate. And it is terrible news. Yeah, MD, Lady J. Thank you, Lady J. You're beautiful as well. Like I said, we could take it all with a grain of salt, but for face value, this is what I've, there was a conversation in Discord through Crank and with Crank and Weimer and supposedly MD's sister. It's hard with the internet. It's hard. It's a weird thing, but we got to take it for what it is. I haven't heard from her. She hasn't been here. And, whether we've ever had a chance to physically meet her, I want to continuously, send love to her on her journey. She had some health issues, and she's on her way to that other place. I know she's going to a beautiful one because of the light that she shined here, because of the community she helped us develop, and we'll honor her by continuously doing so. Part of why I wanted to say yes to today and what we're doing here is because of the impact she made in my life, and what she'd want me to do. So forever. The M Dizzle, the Mike Thrizzle, the OG of OGs, spreading love and compassion despite her struggle, through her open, honest communication, helping us understand that it's okay to be fragile, and that makes us strong. Pause. Slow down. Hit the brakes. Sit for a minute. You don't need to know what you're doing. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I just know that I've been in a lonely place lately, and it's time to move forward from that. If everybody's sick at Sally's and that's not the best place to be right now, we'll hit that on the way back. But the road for me tends to be a therapeutic place of reflection. Find the motivation to start taking the serious steps and just focus on taking care of myself. Because a big part of where I've found myself lately is honestly not taking care of me. It is honestly doing the opposite of that. And part of this trip and every trips that I usually take is about focusing on getting out there and getting moving and hydrating and reflecting with you fine people, finding cool places to go hiking and having some fun along the way, but finding the ambition to care for myself. Yeah. Any inspirational quotes to send us off here, Lady J, or any of our brothers and sisters in YouTube land, would be appreciated. I'm gonna check out here in just a couple minutes and get moving forward. Do that one thing is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get the oil change, or at least attempt to. If I can't do that, I'm gonna go home, get some stuff together, and start working on getting myself prepped and ready so that we can take this next trip. Reflect on the love lost in this world, and how the impression of the ones that have loved us sticks around despite the lack of their physical being, right? And it starts to hurt my eyes after a while. So, I guess one last thought. You're out there struggling, hold on tight. Thank you for everybody for reflecting today. Help me realize that it's okay to be where I'm at. And that this too shall pass. And that my mind is a dangerous neighborhood, and I don't need to be going up there alone. I implore you not to as well. If you need to reach out on the community page here, please feel free to reach out there or on any of my comments if you're struggling. If you know anybody who's struggling, you can, there's not too many avenues, real avenues of people that are open and honest. And it's hard to know what to do because I've tried a lot of things, right? Tried medication, I've tried therapy, I've tried whatever. And, I think that a community of people that understand is the best way to go. That's what's helping me get through this time. And if I can help anybody out there who's struggling with that, I know that everybody here feels the same way. That's why we're the turtle herd, right? That take that wholeheartedly in honor of my father, because he was that compassionate human being that wanted to help others. And he didn't necessarily understand the mental health issues I deal with, but he struggled with his own things. That's why addiction as well is something that we tackle here together. And there's a little bit more avenues for that, meetings and whatnot. I'm not sure exactly what the answer is, but I know that I appreciate having you guys. Thank you, Lady J. James, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate everybody who's stopping in today. I appreciate you accepting me for who I am. Yeah, I appreciate I appreciate it. I don't know if I would have made it or where I'd be at without you guys. I know this whole thing has started off a lot different than what it is now, and at times I feel like I've let people down, right? Or I wish I could have just kept it this fun, light thing, but I think it's more valuable to be real and open, and it's what I need. And that comes first, right? Take care of yourself, your family, your community, in that order. Show your self-love by taking small steps towards the light. Put down the shovel and stop digging, right? I speak because I need to be reminded of the truth. Speak because so quickly I lose track of these facts that help me keep on solid ground. And get up and get moving. Do the thing. Say the thing to the ones you love. And don't ever forget how valuable you are. With that being said, well, I'm sure we'll chat again. Give me a little bit of time. I'm going to take today and take a breath and take it easy on myself, knowing that tomorrow will come. And hopefully I'll get moving forward, but I'm going to take it one step at a time, Discord. Yes, the Discord. Lady J, are you on Discord? Because the Discord connection we have in the description has expired, I guess. I don't know what the hell that means. I gotta replace that. I was hoping Crank would come in because I was going to ask him to comment again on something else so that I can copy and paste. He did it on something, and I can't remember which comment he did. But I'd like to, because I'm not tech savvy, right? I don't even know. I wouldn't know how to find the Discord, even though it's like my Discord. Like, it was just on my phone because Crank had put a link. So I'm trying to do that again, trying to get a link up to the Discord so that I can get back on there so we can conversate a little bit more. Maybe chat with MD's sister a bit. I've been kind of putting that off, even reaching out. I need to respond to her messages on the YouTube channel on some of my shorts. But one thing at a time, right? One thing at a time. Yeah, Discord. We gotta get a hold of Crank. I gotta get a hold of Crank. I got his number. I'll call him maybe later on. One of those things. So we can get an actual Discord link in the description that goes to the Discord. And we can have a little place to communicate there as well. And whatever. But yeah. Yeah, I lost it with my old phone, the Discord, kind of, and I'm not a tech guy, and especially when I'm, in the places that I'm in lately. It's weird, just to kind of, it's hard to nail down, because when I'm in my right mind, or what feels well, right, when I find a sense of peace and I'm flowing with the river of life without any thought, I feel like I could do anything, be anything. Say all the right things, and the charisma flows through me to a point where it draws people in, and it's an amazing thing. And then, somehow, some way, I always end up back to that place I'm pulling myself out of. But that's got to be okay too, right? There's a reason for the fall. There's a reason for the pain. The pain brought us here. The pain has brought me here, and it's bringing me to where I need to be. You know, it doesn't mean that I want to continuously be on fire. I figure out a way to stop that shit. You know, but I feel a lot better now, right? Through communicating with you guys. Yeah, that's all. That's it. I don't know. I don't really have much else to say besides I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Continue to do the next right thing out there today. Send love to the ones that have gone on before us. And take it easy on yourself out there as I struggle to find a way to take it easy on myself. And know that if you don't love you, stick around for a while. Because as Al said, don't worry about it, because I'll love you until you figure out a way to love yourself. And I honor my father by embracing that concept, because that concept got me here. I wouldn't be here without that love that he gave me, that allowed me to be here. And despite at times me thinking that I shouldn't be, or that I'm not worth being here, I know that I have value and I'm in my right mind. And it brings value to all the actions and all the kindness that everybody has shown me, and holding on is one more chance for me to bring value into this world, despite the fact that at times I don't see it. So, peace and love to you too, Lady J. I love your face, and thanks, James. Roswell, New Mexico is on the list of places to stop. Yeah, we'll chat soon. Hopefully the next time we'll be on the road. Without expectations, I look forward to seeing you all again. With that being said, don't forget to subscribe. Spread hope, spread love, spread appreciation. If you don't understand the struggle of anxiety or depression, grief, loss, addiction, you're lucky. But if you love someone who does, you point them in the right direction. You send them our way. You stick around for a while, and it might not always be easy, but it gets a little bit easier when you have someone to lean on. I can tell you that much. So, James, thank you, brother. I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate you very much. I'm off like a herd of turtles. I'll see you guys soon.